Throwing here, Purdy. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Second and 10. Now Purdy. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now a play fake. Carr.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Monday, down.
To throw his car. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
93.
Here's Carr to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6 CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Allen.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Pushes past him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Complete. Smith has it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Purdy now to throw.
Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Quit cheating out there! You got caught! Down!
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
On the counter, it's Henry.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Down! Hey, 734!
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw, Purdy.
He sets to fire deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Finds Johnston.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet to the 27-yard line.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Second down and 8.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This is Smith with a ground. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Devontae Smith.
27 yards.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Carr going to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Carr now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
One.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sam Laporta
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 4. Line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A handoff, running left, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
White.
In motion left, Bateman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Express. That's up.
Now Carr. Touchdown, Eagles. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Purdy complete to Johnston here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Zach Charbonnet, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down. Come back down.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
An audible here to get a new look.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
He's across midfield.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Carr. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This 2nd and 4.
Now.
Inside handoff, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Purdy.
Washington's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Washington
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Room here to run.
He's on his way, and he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
You're mine. Hey, 734. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll accept that penalty. This is 1st and 10.
They run the draw play. Allen fighting through.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Purdy to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Smith. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Down. White Monday, down.
Throwing his car.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
What's up?
Hand off to Spears.
Powering forward. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.